So today we're just gonna react to more Facebook posts from the Kenya Basketball Fraternity Forum. Without further ado, let's just get into it. So we got a post by Cynthia Mumbo to our Morans and Coach Cliff. So mind you, the 2 weeks ago, the Kenya Morans just got brutally embarrassed, as I had predicted. They just got swept, and she just here to just drop some words of encouragement to this failure of a team. And let's just go through our comment. To our Morans and Coach Cliff, hold your heads high. You're facing criticism, but few understand what goes behind the scenes. You don't care what goes behind the scenes. All we want to see is a team that is winning. We don't care about all behind the scenes. Okay, you wore our colors proudly. No, they didn't. They actually embarrassed us in our colors. So they didn't have any pride, despite the challenge you faced in preparations. They never faced any challenges in preparation because they didn't even prepare anyway. So no challenges and you don't prepare. At what point does KBF office take responsibility for these shenanigans? They don't take any responsibility. Is this a rhetorical question? Is this a rhetorical question? Because I have an answer. They won't take any responsibility because they don't know anything about basketball. When things are good, they expect praise. When things are bad, the players in technical unit are ones that get the flag. True, they're the representation. They're the people who actually go to the court and execute what the federation has organized for them. The preparations for the qualifiers were poor, and it's not all on the players. Okay, the preparations were poor because the preparations didn't happen. That's number one. Number two, international players flew in the day before the tournament. Okay, so this person here is trying to make an excuse for why they performed poorly, and it's not working. There is no escape route. We have to do things differently. Cynthia Mumbo, come on. You cannot be this delusional. Look, wake up and smell the coffee. KBF are doing nothing to improve basketball in Kenya. When will you people wake up and understand that? God, Edward Mwangi, fans will always demand good performance, notwithstanding what the team is going through. Our sympathy goes to the players whom we blame, yet we don't know what's happening. We don't care what happens behind the scenes, bro. It's so irrelevant. That this statement is so irrelevant. I don't know why people keep saying, oh, well, if you understand what happens behind the scenes. That statement is so irrelevant to this situation. So let me tell you. So you mean to tell me when you, let's say for example, you buy a vehicle, right? Do you care what happens behind the scenes in the automation of that vehicle? You don't care. You just want to see, does it move or not? So do these players go out and win? They don't. So we shouldn't be making excuses and saying that what is happening behind the scenes, people don't understand it. We don't care about what happens behind the scenes. We don't care about what goes into the court. That's what we see. We don't care. I mean, it's funny how people try to disguise their excuses. So then you see Cynthia Mumbo agreeing with her. Absolutely. Fans are a critical stakeholder and their voice must be heard. Sadly, they're hitting on the wrong target and I can't blame them for that. The office is faceless. You see, this is the type of delusion. I mean, sometimes you find a grown-ass person just writing this garbage online, expecting some mercy because people are just getting beat left, right, and center. And the guys on the court who actually put out the product that made us lose, they're supposed to not to take any accountability. Actually, the Kenyans should come out and apologize for their bad performance. I don't even care about the they should come and apologize. The whole federation. Cynthia Mumbo, perfectly said. The buck stops somewhere. For how long are you going to waste our youth talent? Other nations are making progress in almost all disciplines. Yeah, look at yourself. Kenya has regressed in sports. You try to side with her comment because she's trying to indirectly make an excuse to why they are failures. These people are failures and you're trying to make an excuse for them. Feel ashamed. So true, Cynthia Mumbo. Someone just agreeing. Some person just agrees with them just because they just want to be a patriot. There's a fine line between being a patriot and being a sucker. Because all of them are suckers. These people are pretending that they are not seeing what is really happening behind. Why don't you come out and tell us what is happening behind the scenes? Because you say not many people understand what is happening behind the scenes. Come out and tell us what really happened. Then we'll understand. Then we'll make a rational decision and conclusion for ourselves. You can't keep saying that you don't know what happens behind the scenes. Why don't you come out and tell us what really happened? Simple. Just come out and tell us what happened so that you can make our decisions to support the team or not. But here you come in and say that, people don't understand what is happening behind the scenes. Shut up. Come on, shut up. I mean, give me a break. Let's look at Clarissa Waros. Morans played well for the second game. Morans have never played well in any game. The reason why they lost this bad is because they've never faced a top side who were going to brutalize them the way they got brutalized, because there was obviously chinks in their armor. They fired their head coach. Coach Les Mills is with A.S. Saleh. Taylor Ongwae quit the team. You think that you're going to win games? Come on, be serious. Be serious, man. Morans did not play well. Morans played well for the second game. I think any player who has played in a back-to-back tournament needs good recovery. For Morans, they crashed out in the Egypt game because not good enough time to recover more. So I doubt if they had enough recovery material any at all. But always remember, losing is part of the game. Keep making excuses, and backlash against the team won't help us let use this to learn and build a better future. Oh my god, these guys. Okay, so this person is acting as if these conditions are only for the Kenya Morans, which is very funny. All the teams played back to back. There's no team that played, they had some rest within the Afrobasket. So the conditions for the tournament were the same for all the teams. So I don't know what this person is trying to say here. They're trying to say that South Sudan have an advantage because they didn't play back to back. All teams played back to back. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday full of basketball. There were 12 games played, each after the other, 1 hour apart. Then someone who doesn't even watch the games comes and starts writing some garbage here, saying that, if you've not played back to back, what about the Afrobasket qualifiers? They were back to back, right? What about the Afrobasket games, the first 3? I mean, come on, these people. I mean, they don't even watch the games. I doubt even if they watch the games, because someone who actually watches the games and tracks the stat sheet, that these guys are just full of shit. So yeah. Then we have Byron Bell. Well, do you realize that recovery gets worse with age, right? Hence, why the former coach was adamant on younger players as one of her decisions to improve the team's chances at such tournaments where the turnaround time between games is short. If the rumors are true that alcohol consumption was involved between games that also affected recovery for the next game, I don't have any facts here, but at this point, what it is what it is. So yeah, I mean, there was that damning thing that the letter that led Coach Les Mills have a job terminated. Then we had a scenario where we had the team the team was engaging in bad practices within the game. Coach Les Mills called it out. Then they didn't want to hear. So they are old people. You need to get rid of these old people before it's too late. So Clarissa Waros comes on and replies, so it is so it comes a lesson. Let us learn from here and make changes the next qualifiers. No, the only changes that need to be made is firing everyone. That's the only thing that needs to happen. Protein shakes. Okay, so Samuel Mogesi comes in and says, protein shakes, energy bars, etc. supplements Kenyans, believe it or not, used to perform poorly in rugby in the early days because of the buffet, until they got a dietitian who advised on portions of types of food to have during the circuit. Those are the tiny details in the next level. Yeah, the federation can't even pay for renovations in the arena. What makes you think they're going to invest in a Kenya Morans team that has never even won anything significant in Africa? Nothing. You can't tell me the African thing was something that other nations took seriously. No other country took it seriously. Nobody. The big title in Africa is the Afrobasket Championship and the BAL. If you can't win that, shut up. Then we have, Ole Joab says, wait, Coach Cliff sunk USIU into relegation. Kali note that USIU Cliff was paid salary in full without any delay. Coach Cliff had several scholarships to dish out to the best players around the country. Coach Cliff had the best training facility at his disposal, best strength and conditioning in the league. All his players fully insured against injuries, slept in first-class hotels. A friend tells me Pale it was fully professional, had jersey, shoes. They were being washed by the school laundry. So how did Coach Cliff fail at USIU with all these resources? Wakati teams kama Lakers jersey ni mbili, watu wanashare and they perform. Wacha bana, Cliff should take the blame. Yesterday games exposed him. Yeah, true. How long are you going to hide this? How long are you going to hide the failures of this person? Why are you protecting them? Why are you protecting these people? I can tell you for free, in terms of coaching, it doesn't get better than Coach Cliff. You see, a delusional person who has not even watched any game for the Afrobasket, has not watched any game in these qualifiers, coming in and making stupid comments like that. Styles make fight. Congo beat Senegal. They barely beat us. You see, an idiot will post this garbage. Person who has even watched any game and has not even observed anything in the stat sheet will post this garbage. I mean, then Egypt has a style that is predicated on their bigs. Their size was a factor. You see, a person who doesn't even know shit. You don't have our best players in the tourney. Another excuse. Those are the main reasons why they. So this person, this human being, is saying that the reason why they fail is because he didn't have the best players. These are the best players. A player who averages more personal fouls than points. Those are your best players, right? Those are the main reasons. Training, it is the admin had a structural issue. It is systematic. In rugby now have a few structures. Shut up! Stop making excuses. Way forward to do a postmortem. This particular wave is over. We might have to pray that we get a generation coming through after this. They're in Dakar. That's by itself. Shut up. There's no success in losing 3 games and losing 2 games by a blowout. Then this human being tries to add Bush, Taylor, Ronnie. Those are far too many players missing. Shut up. You don't even know why they were not in the roster. Bush got injured. Taylor Ongwae quit the team. Ronnie had issues with the federation. Simple. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to remove the stupidity in the things that people say. Correction, those are the only young players in the roster. However, till when are we going to depend on them? What young players in the roster? Is 33 being young? However, till when are you going to depend on them? They are useless. Get rid of every player. What have they done for continuity? We live on the edge where if Taylor is missing, we are work. I mean, where if Taylor is missing, we are work. Oh my God, this guy what is he writing? We can't keep saying so and so was missing. So and so will retire someday, and then isn't excuses to keep making. Yeah, true. Keep making excuses. They are Kenyan, and on merit they should be representing us till they can't physically. What an idiot! I mean, can't physically do it. What are you trying to say? Keep defending mediocrity and making excuses and waiting for anything better to come out of it. Exactly. This is what I've been saying. Thank you. Someone saying the truth. Keep defending mediocrity and making excuses and waiting for anything better to come out of it. Exactly. Kindly asking, why has it been written that you must play even though you are fully fledged citizen? So yeah, sir. I mean, there's a question. Apart from the world, Kenya merit appears to fully explain my statement. Taylor plays in an African team. Taylor plays in any African team. Actually, starts in most. Ronnie, Bush are not far behind, so you expect to play without your best players and perform at the same level. Anyway, the guys tried. If you have ever played at that level, you respect that. Shut up! There's nothing that you're saying that is important. I can't even read your stupidity. I mean, it's just garbage. What this person is just writing is pure garbage. Greetings, sir. I wish to say that I do respect their input very highly. I don't respect anyone's input here, especially those players who are bums, who can't even score a bucket to save their life. I played against them in high school at a very high level. I know how good they are. But they were good in high school, but when they went to the NCAA, they couldn't even get drafted, bro. They couldn't even get drafted by any NBA team. So there's nothing that you're telling me here. So there's nothing. Only beg to differ on the previous statement where you say that they are mandated to represent their country, yet the same mediocrity continues. Exactly. You're not mandated to represent the country. You're out of 50 million Kenyans, there are better players in that position. They don't need them to win games. You have better players in that position. So it's not like a permanent position that they have to defend. There's no monetary contract tying them there. So any Kenyan can wake up and represent the country in basketball. So I don't know why they're trying to say that they're mandated. You've not signed a contract with KBA, have they? If there is, show us. Like in this case, whereby our own federation doesn't give the platform and resources at a high level to succeed, and don't show the need to address recurrent issue plighting the team on a daily. As a human being, you get tired of the complacency that arise with and beg to be secluded for assignments rather than forced to be there. Yeah, exactly. Why should you be in a place where it's dysfunctional? Why would you be in a place where they're just accustomed to failure? So those are the things those are the questions that Kenyans need to ask before we go to the second window and embarrass us again. So Paul Brook comes in and says, no matter what, guys, we will never really compete at any level without development of the young kids game. Most of us started training and Otgacho in high school. Access to course is also a major issue, especially private or Catholic-owned churches like mine, at River, where if management decide you won't play, that's final. So you see, the culture of basketball has severely regressed. So we need to go back to the drawing board to do more basic things in an extraordinary way. Just look at South Sudan. They have made huge steps in over 1 year. Exactly. South Sudan came in the Afrobasket. They eliminated Kenya, a country that had a head start in basketball. They have managed to go 3-0 in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Kenya has gone 0-3 and is regressing to oblivion because of a poorly run federation. There's some idiot times to argue with you in the comments. What a lot of nonsense. They should forget about the criticism and choose to have fun and enjoy their play. Have fun, guys. No, you see, this is the type of stupidity that I'm saying. These people will say, oh, forget about it. This is a person who actually thinks that just going outside the country, just playing there is actually a success. What an idiot. You, Esther Mondi, you are talking about having Nairobi West Eco, then can have fun all day, all night. But in Senegal, they have gone to work. So let's know the difference. Yeah. They go to Nairobi West party, then when they go to work, they fold. Then you come and explain. Who cares? I mean, you see, this is the attitude. This idiot has not even watched any game. You see, this is now the mentality that's making basketball not move forward. No one cares. Yeah, true. Imagine not. So Esther Amondi, the idiot, replies, imagine not. I have always been very positive about baseball. But sasa what to do? You see, you see, a person who has already quit and given up mentally like this person here will have such statements. Esther Amondi, that doesn't care mentally, is contagious. Yeah, true. Agreed. What is the average age for Team SSD? 20. If you're asking, it's 25 years. 25 years old. So Cynthia Mumbo comes in with a comment. Can I also ask, why were the 10 players? Well, why were there 10 players in the first game? You see, this person is acting as if she doesn't know, and she knows. So she's being disingenuous. What were the training conditions in the last 2 months? She doesn't even know. Why is she asking the question here? And she's supposed to be the person who is inside the federation, acts as if she knows everything about basketball. Yet she doesn't even know the training setup in the Kenya Morans camp. You don't even know anything. Then you come and start defending them. See how people are disingenuous. Why did 5 players go directly to Senegal and not come to camp? Yeah. Why is it that you're asking this question here? Why don't you go ask the federation? Yeah? Go and ask the federation because you're in touch with them, right? Where was the coach facilitated to train the team? Literally a week before they travel. We need to have a wider understanding on things. Yeah. You see, the reason with this person, this lady, keeps backpedaling, then it thinks that we don't even know that she keeps backtracking and backpedaling herself. We know this. Don't act as if we don't know. We know. Clarissa Waros. All these questions be directed to the management who are killing our basketball. That's why they didn't want you to coming in as KBF president. Yeah. Players opting to stay out of the team, especially the most experienced ones, is all to do with the management. Players directly travel because KBF could not cater for air tickets early enough, and that must be the only reason. True. KBF can't even renovate their own arena. Why? How would you expect them to cater to make sure that your accommodation is and in your flight and your airfare is catered for? Ask yourself that question. Cynthia Mumbo, why is it happening this way? What can we do to change the things going forward? To qualify for such prestigious events, okay. Let me just get the comment. I don't know. These people, like, why is it happening this way? What can we do to change then going forward? To qualify for such prestigious event only to not do proper training on time to cause the results won't fare our side, to be honest. Yeah. May revolution Morris Homa revolution. Thank you. Byron Bell, here's your answer. Nothing to do with age, e.g. how old is. Shut up! Don't compare LeBron James with these Kenyan bums. LeBron James earns 85 million a year. He is a decorated athlete who has won 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs. You can't compare them with Kenyan bums who can't even score even more than 20 points in a single game. Even he was still kicking them young boys. Sema ukweli. Let me tell you, someone like Peter, shut up, can come out of retirement and given enough time still make the team. It's garbage. It's garbage, people. I mean, I could just go on and on, but the comments, you can just see, here's my comment. Keep making excuses for mediocrity and defending mediocrity as other countries progress. What a shame. Yeah. South Sudan have beat us. I can really go on and on reading these comments. They just, mentally, they can just make you, just go insane because the amount of garbage that the Kenya basketball fraternity are spewing. It's just interesting to see how shallow-minded some people can be, especially a person like Cynthia Mumbo comes in because she's acting so disingenuous here. Can I ask why were there 10 players? Why were they training? You're asking these questions. You should be knowing this because you're inside. You have a hand either directly or indirectly in that federation. So why are you acting as if you don't know anything? And when it comes to Kenyan basketball, you're the so-called person who knows things. Then when you're put to the fire, you're asked that question, you act as if you don't know. Very disingenuous. You can go on and on in the comment section, but you can see the level of, the level of delusion that is inside here is just funny. It's just funny, man. It's funny. I just, honestly, I do not understand why some people who look for the ability to justify failure. They look for any excuse in their head. They look for any excuse that they can come up with to defend mediocrity and failure, just because you are a member of that country. Come on, grow up, man. If you can't live like that. You cannot. You have to accept winning and excellence, and that is what South Sudan accepted, and they've always been winning. Continue making excuses for failure, you're a failure yourself. And it is what it is. I'm out. I've said everything I need to say about the Kenya Morans. And if these guys don't change, and if the federation doesn't change, you're just gonna have the same capitulation that we saw in this qualifiers in February. Even July won't be different. Right now they're not even training. You can see Situ Makayamba retired. These players don't even know if they're gonna come back. The Cliff Ward situation. What excuse will they have next time if they don't perform? What excuse? I'm just eager to see what kind of excuse they're gonna have when they don't perform. So yeah, I'm out, man. Peace out.